Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. It has been a little while. It seems like I always start my videos out that way. It's been a little while. And for you that follow, you already know that we are not the most consistent. Maybe one day. And I always say that. But really, maybe one day I will be more consistent. But anyway, so good day to everyone that's watching. We wanted to do a little video this morning, try to keep it short and sweet, on a stump grinder that we purchased a little not too long ago, a month ago or so. And this is a stump grinder that I have owned in the past, and when we had moved up to Arkansas, I actually sold it because grinding stumps in the Ozarks is just not for me. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people call Arkansas Rockansas. There is a lot of rocks in Arkansas, and it can make you have a sad day whenever you put on a brand new set of teeth and you go grinding and end up having to replace those teeth immediately. And these teeth aren't cheap. They're not cheap. So anyway, let me turn the camera around real quick and show you what we got here. So this is if you've seen any of my other videos where I told you that I used to have a 552 Vermeer, well, this is the exact same machine. It's a 552 Vermeer stump grinder. It's diesel. It has a Kohler, 56 horse Kohler diesel engine, and it's an awesome machine. It has the little push blade in the back. It has it where you can operate the machine. When I mean operate, you can take the machine like from location to location. Like, anyway, you can't move the head, and you can't grind stumps from back here, but you can transport it from back here. There's two little switches on it, one to where you can go forwards and backwards, and the other steers it. But you can also operate it the way that he's operating it now. There's this little swing out section that you're able to stand behind some glass, and it has a nice little roll down mat that comes out, so you're not getting your feet hit by all the debris and you're protected. But another way, we have a remote for it, a wireless remote, which I forgot in my other truck, which is really nice. But anyway, this was the machine. If you've seen any of my other videos, this is the machine that I was talking about. Great little machine. I love the machine that I have for my skid steer. I love it. It's an awesome machine, but it is not the most yard friendly machine, and a lot of what we do is residential stumps, and we had such a high demand, and I had debated for about 8 months whether or not I should go back with this machine now that we're back in Texas. And we were just so behind on our stumps that anyway, I ended up pulling the trigger on this guy again, and I sold my last one. Like I said, it just didn't make sense for me to grind stumps in Arkansas. I was doing tree work in Arkansas, and I had a guy that all he did was stump grinding, and his prices were quite a bit lower than mine. And it made more sense for me just to get rid of the machine. But let me turn this around. So I ended up pulling the trigger on this one, and I think it's been several weeks, and I think I made the right decision. As long as jobs keep coming in, I'm able to pay for the machine, I'm able to put money back, excuse me, and it's paying for itself, and it's putting money in my pocket. So that's always good. So I just wanted to do a quick little review on this thing. The one really good thing about this machine, I mean, there's many awesome things about this particular machine versus some of its competitors. The cost of maintenance on this machine is probably the biggest thing, in my opinion, that it has going for it. It has a very low cost to maintain this machine. There's no bearings on the machine that you have to grease. My last machine that I had bearings on the cutter head. I was constantly having to replace those bearings. This is driven by a pump on the top of the head there, and it's a hydraulic driven machine, but there's no belts involved, so you're not having to change out belts, you're not having to tighten belts. Anyway, it's very, very, very little that you have to do to this machine. You have to clean the air filter, obviously, like any other machine, and you got to change the oil, and there are a few grease fittings. Very, very, very few. I mean, I can have this whole machine greased in like 2 minutes, and you're ready to go. The air filter, where the air filter is in their design, you hardly ever have to clean it, even in some of the most dusty conditions. Awesome. The way that they design the whole air system is amazing. Keeps just about, I'm not saying all dirt, dust out, but it does a good job. It does a really good job. Anyway, me personally, I like the tire units. It's a four-wheel drive machine, and it's very, very yard friendly. So I can turn around on this yard, no problem, and not have a bunch of scuff marks all over the yard. Versus my track machine, it was an awesome machine, don't get me wrong. I have gotten this machine, not this particular machine, but the other one that I had just like it, I did get that machine stuck one time. The track machine, I never got stuck. Not saying it wouldn't get stuck, but I never got it stuck. I would say that was the one benefit over this machine. You have to be kind of careful where you go with this. I do a lot of hurricane work, and if y'all know about hurricane work, whenever you go into that, you know, you're trying to get in pretty much right when the hurricane hits, and hurricane produces a lot of rain, so the ground is really wet, and I've taken this machine on hurricanes and done just fine. But my track machine, I felt a lot more comfortable grinding with my track machine whenever I did hurricane work. But anyway, the 552 Vermeer stump grinder, awesome unit. I would highly recommend them. They are a bit pricey, but if you can, in my area, I mean, we service in the area that that I run, I mean, we have probably around 100,000 people. There's a lot of trees in our area, a lot of stumps, and I think we'll be okay. I'm hooked up with several different tree services that pass me stumps, and I think honestly, if I wanted to, I could probably just. I know I could actually. I could probably make a really good living just doing stump grinding. But I will still use the stump grinder attachment on the skid steer on bigger jobs, especially whenever I'm land clearing and I'm having to take out bigger trees. I already have the machine there, and I'll probably just use both of them just to be more efficient. Then I could hopefully maybe even give just a little bit better price than some of my competitors, just because I'm going to be able to get in and get out a lot quicker, or so that's the goal. But anyway, that's about all I have to say about that. Great grinder. I love the one on the skid steer. Once again, it's an awesome unit. I still recommend the one on the skid steer. It's just not the most yard friendly. And whenever I'm having to drive, we service about an hour area. And whenever you're having to drive an hour, and you know, this stump behind me, I charge $200, $250. Actually, it's $250, which is, you know, that's good. We're literally able to do this stump in probably 20 minutes. So 20 minutes and the stump's gone, $250. And then the neighbor had some stumps that he wants ground as well. So it's just with the skid steer, it's heavy. It's really heavy, and we've gotten a lot of rain, so we definitely have to be careful with where we put that skid steer. It just, even though it has good ground pressure because the tractor's so long and wide, it's still, this makes a lot more sense. Just put it to you like that. It makes a lot more sense. And anyway, I still recommend the other one though. Awesome machine. Yeah, if any of y'all are looking to start a stump grinding business, and you could go and look at some of my other videos. Let's see, I think I have one video on starting a stump grinding business, and I kind of gave some tips in that video. I want to actually do another video on that, and because I wasn't able to really go into a whole lot of detail, but anyway, hopefully I can do something like that soon. I don't know exactly when. Hopefully soon. Let me show you this thing right up close, okay? And then I'll let y'all go. Cutter wheel is called the BCS, which is the Vermeer's newer cutter system, and it's pretty good system. I like it. You have the shield up here that points down, so it any debris that wants to fly out, it just shoots it straight down. The chip containment's pretty good. I do like how this one has the it has the protectors, the shields on the side here. covers right here. There's another side cover on the other side. You can take those off, and it's very easy to work on this machine. You can get to everything real easy. This thing comes with 2 batteries for the remote. The old one that I had only had 1 battery, but you plug it in right here. There's a good little storage area that you can keep that remote. And the charging system's in there as well. This is the push blade. And this is what I was talking about. This folds down. This whole top opens up, and your diesel tank is right back here in the back. Your air filter is right there on top. Everything's so easy to get to on this machine. It's very user friendly. Here's the other side that pops off. There's another swing out. This swings out, the mat comes down. It has mats all the way around it. Very good chip containment right here. It has the dual wheels in the front. If you had to go through a 36-inch gate, you can take off the outside wheels. Be careful. Let me turn this around. You would want to be careful taking those wheels off, making sure that you are not driving on much of a slope at all, because it is very tippy whenever you it's top heavy, obviously, kind of tall machine, but it is with the wheels on. It's hard to tell. I mean, there's a slope on that yard right over here, and I'm not sure what degree, but I would have no problem driving on that slope. No problem. But whenever I would not want to drive on that slope if I had those wheels off. So you just want to be mindful with where you're taking that thing whenever you take the wheels off of it. But you can get the machine with or without the remote, and as you can see, I mean, without the remote, it's operating just fine. Does great. I like the remote. The remote just makes it to where I like to walk around whenever I'm grinding. To me, it's just I just like it better. But it's also like $4,000 to $5,000 extra for the remote. So yeah. Anyway, that's the SC552 Vermeer 56 horsepower Kohler diesel machine. Awesome machine. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's a little just walkthrough of it. And if you are looking to get a machine like this, I do not think you would be displeased. I think you would be very pleased. So, until next time, God bless. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. God loves you. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Hey, if you like the video, please subscribe, ring the little notification bell, hit the like button, all that good stuff, and we would highly appreciate it. Take care.